Hello fellow brawlers, I'm KairosTime and it is time to brawl. Today, this is probably going to be a shorter video, but I'm actually going to be going over the event rotation and explaining the event rotation, and that's all I'm going to do for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, before we jump into this, I did want to give a huge shout out to The Secret and also Death Star, who put this list together. This is actually going to cover the entire cycle of maps in Brawl Stars, at least up until Brawl Stars adds more maps into the game. First, we're going to show off the more complicated version, and then we'll show off a more simplified version that's a little bit easier. You guys can grab a screenshot of it. So, very simple, guys. Every single map, you have four game mode events, okay? You have 4 mode events, and each one lasts for 24 hours. But they're set off every 6 hours so that you have one being released at 4 a.m., 10 a.m., 4 p.m., and then 10 p.m. Eastern time. Now this actually has 9 different cycles of 28 days, which is really crazy. Goes through all of these lots of different times. Now the really important thing that you will recognize is that every other day you bounce back and forth between Brawl Ball and Bounty for your special events. And then of course on the weekend you have 2 days where you either have Boss Fight or you have Robo Rumble. Now today, as I am recording this, we're actually on cycle 4 of day 2. By the time you're watching this, we might be on day 3 or day 4 or something like that. But right now the modes are actually Bone Box for Gem Grab, Cabbage Patch for Bounty, Feast or Famine for Showdown, and right now it's actually Safe Zone for Heist, but in 3 hours it will be GG Corral for Heist. And as we scroll down onto cycle 9, day 28, that actually means that the map rotation, you will not have the same day for another 252 days. So live today while it lasts, guys. Play all those game modes while you can. So that is the complicated version of this to see the exact day of the exact cycle and things like that. But there is a much simpler way to explain this. And here it is, guys. We have, this is the map rotation that it works out here, okay? Starting off with Gem Grab. First it goes to Mushroom Cave, then Crystal Cavern, then Temple Catacombs, then Hard Rock Mine, then Bone Box, Deep Hollows, Crystal Cavern once again, Hard Rock Mine once again, and then Bone Box once again. And then it cycles all the way back up to Mushroom Cave. Now, if you're not paying too much attention, then I will summarize that for you guys. That means we have a 9-day cycle for Gem Grab, and we have in that 9-day cycle 2 Hard Rock Mines, 2 Crystal Caverns, and 2 Temple Catacombs, and then Mushroom Cave, Bone Box, and Deep Hollows. You're only playing once every 9 days. Now for the special events day, it's a little bit more complicated because it does bounce back and forth between Bounty and Brawl Ball. So there's a day in between each of these, and then there's also that chance that you will have 2 days for Boss Fight and Robo Rumble to be in between matches. Or not matches, but maps. But just to keep things simple, we're going to explain it just like it's a Brawl Ball rotation, okay? So how it actually works out is you have 1 day of Triple Dribble, then Pinhole Punt, then Backyard Bowl, then back to Triple Dribble. But instead of going to Pinhole Punt, it actually goes to Backyard Bowl, then Pinhole Punt, then Triple Dribble, then Pinhole Punt, then Backyard Bowl. So it's not like 3 and then those same 3 and then those same 3 again. It's a weird rotation for whatever reason, but each of those maps are actually used 3 times with each cycle. For Bounty, we have Cabbage Patch, Outlaw Camp, Shooting Star, Snake Prairie, Star Gulch, Temple Ruins, Terracotta Square, Outlaw Camp, Snake Prairie, and Groundhog Burrow. For Bounty, every single map is played only once in a cycle, with the exception of Outlaw Camp. For Showdown, it goes Feast or Famine, Stormy Plains, Thousand Lakes, Skull Creek, Feast or Famine, Double Trouble, Skull Creek, Thousand Lakes, and Death Valley. And what that means is that Stormy Plains, Death Valley, and Double Trouble are all only played once every 9 days. And then we have Skull Creek, Feast or Famine, and Thousand Lakes that are played twice every 9 days. For Heist, we have, okay, I'm not going to read that for you guys. You can just take a screenshot and use it. I don't need to do that for you. But what you will notice for Heist, you have 4 maps, and then each of them are played twice, except for Kaboom Canyon is played 3 times every 9 days. Lastly, we have the special events to talk about, where basically it just bounces back and forth between Boss Fight on Calamity Canyon, then Robo Rumble with randomized maps, then Boss Fight with Hall of the Mole King, then Robo Rumble, and then back and forth, and just keeps on going on that rotation. Now is the part where we actually go ahead and show you every single possible Robo Rumble map in Brawl Stars. I'm just kidding. That would take way too long. There's like millions of different possibilities, so that's not gonna happen. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, it was gonna be a short one, but hope you enjoyed it. Just want to share that information with you. For now, this is KairosTime ticking by, and we will see you in Brawl Stars.